Welcome you all for this virtual webinar session on power of mind. For that, today we are having eminent resource person, Dr. Natarajan, Senior Manager, Training and Development, Apollo Hospital, Pharmacy Division, Chennai. I welcome you, sir. I would like to give a small introduction about our resource person. He has more than 16 years of experience in diverse field. He has conducted more than 300 special training programs for corporate faculty and students. As a consultant, he has done projects in market potential analysis, feasibility studies, business proposals, and project reports, competency mapping, etc. So, my dear students, today we are having a very good resource person. Make use of this session. I think the session will be very useful and benefit to you. Once again, I welcome the participants from other institutions and my beloved students and my department faculty members. Once again, welcome you all. Now the session is over to our resource person, Dr. Natarajan. Thank you.
Namaste, everybody. Namaste. Respected Uma Maheshwari Madam, Swaidehi Priyal, and other faculty members, my dear students. Good morning to everybody. Thanks to the technology, I'm sitting somewhere else, and you're all sitting in your homes. We are able to meet and we are able to discuss it. So thanks to technology and thanks to the AJKCAS and Science College for giving this opportunity. So with this, I think I'll start my session, Power of Mind. I'll start presenting my PPT. Just a second. My PPT is visible. Vaidehi, is my PPT visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's visible, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So we will talk about power of mind, the most underestimated, or I will say that still the underutilized organ in our body, the most underutilized. Still, for the majority of the humanity, it is the most underutilized organ, which we can increase many percentage. It is said only some 2 to 10% is only we are using the capacity of the brain and the mind. So this is the process of evolution. So from the evolution from the reptiles, the brain started coming, and now we are in humans, and humans are said to be having the highest neural development. So the human brain has the highest neural development, and it is also bigger in size when compared to the other animals. So this is the process of evolution. The both in spirituality and also the science also says the same thing. So over a period of evolution, we have got this brain and it has been evoluted. But how much we are using it? That is the question mark. We have developed it, but how we are utilizing this thing for our development? It's a very big question mark. So this session, I'm just trying to throw some light on this area, so that we will also be consciously thinking how we can develop ourselves by developing. Okay, this is the process of evolution. So as we evolve and more number of neural cortex and the neural area is getting activated, stimulated, we still progress in the evolution. So this is a very big topic. Of course, it's a lifetime kind of topic, but I'm trying to make it simple and to do justice for the given time, whatever it is the maximum. So only we are touching the outline of it, the basics or the outline of the power of mind. Right? So I'll start with this particular gentleman. He is a doctor, Dr. Bruce Lipton. He has written a book called Biology of Belief, a very wonderful book. I recommend everybody to read this book, and particularly during this time, during this pandemic time, this Biology of Belief will help you to great extent. And this is available in all bookstores and also in Amazon and Flipkart. It is available. It is the bestseller books. Okay, Biology of Belief. We'll see what is written. I'll say the gist. It's around 350, 400 pages of book, but I'll say the gist of the message, what he's saying. So Dr. Bruce Lipton is a cell biologist in US. Okay, he has also worked in Stanford University and also in other medical universities in US. He's basically a cell biologist, a cell researcher, right? So he has done a lot of research in cell thing, and he has come out with this book, The Biology of Belief. How your belief or how your thoughts influences the actions of the cell or the functions of the cell. We would have all studied, if you would have been a biology student in your +1, +2, you would have studied not why only +1, +2, even in 8th standard, 9th standard, what is the function of a cell, right? We all would have been studied that, what is the function. So he has studied how these thoughts and beliefs will impact your cells, and in turn it will impact your body or health and also your mind, and thereby your external surroundings also, this external environment. So how it impacts. Okay, before that, he got this, how he got, to make a research on this. He got a stimulation. What is that stimulation is? In 1974, he was reading a newspaper, right? In 1974, while he was reading a newspaper, he came across an article which he got stimulated. So what is this article is about? There was a patient called Sam Londe, right? In 1974, I'm saying. In 1974, Sam Londe. He has gone and seen a doctor, right? The doctor name is Dr. Clifton Medor. So he has gone and seen, and he has said, some problem in his, the throat and the stomach areas. So he has been diagnosed, and he has been diagnosed as esophageal cancer. So esophageal cancer is a cancer which, cancer is affecting the food pipe. Esophagus is the food pipe, is that the esophagus, and he has been diagnosed as it's a esophageal cancer. During 1974, no treatment for cancer, and that too esophageal cancer is a still more dangerous one. So esophageal cancer, he has been contracted with esophageal cancer, and no treatments are available. And the doctor said this Sam Londe, so maximum you may live up to 6 months. That is what is your maximum lifespan you can expect, because you have been contracted with the cancer, esophageal cancer, and no treatment is available, and within 6 months you will die. So this is what the doctor said, and after 2.5 months, Sam Londe died. Right? Sam Londe died after 2.5 months after this incident, and that is not a big surprise why he died, because the doctor has said maximum 6 months, and he has died in 2.5 months, but because he has been contracted with esophageal cancer. And after his death, he has been undergone an autopsy. Autopsy is like a postmortem. In the postmortem report, it came that he didn't have even a single cell of cancer in his esophagus. No cancer cell has been reported in his postmortem report. Can you guess what would have been happened? Can you guess what would have been happened? In previously, the previous, what has been identified as the report, the first report which they have taken is something that they went wrong. There was it was a wrong diagnosis, right? It was a wrong diagnosis. Actually, he didn't have esophageal cancer at all. Sam Londe didn't have esophageal cancer at all. It was a wrong diagnosis when it was the first time it was being done, and he died in 2.5 months. Now tell me, why he died? Anybody? Why Sam Londe died after 2.5 months? Any guesses?
Because he was worried about health.
Okay, he worried about his health. Right? Any other answers? Okay. He worried about his health and he was fearful. Okay, fear. Fear gripped him. So he has not died because of cancer. He has died because of his fear. Right? So fear can kill you. Right? Fear can kill you. I think so. No, this pandemic time, this topic would sink in more. You need to think a lot about this. And Dr. Bruce Lipton was reading this article. Then something clicked in his mind, or something was perturbing in his mind. Why this? Okay, see, if fear can kill a person, that means a thought has some influence on the cell. Right? He got something, a connection between the brain, the thoughts, and the function, the anatomy, the human physiology function. The anatomy and physiology function, there is some link between the thoughts and the human anatomy and physiology. So he got that there should be some connection. So based on this, okay, he started his research. Since he is a cell biologist, he started his research and he has almost done for 28, 29 years his research. And finally, he has proved that according to your thought, okay, whatever the thoughts can influence your cell. Every cell, every organ of the body. Right? If you are positive, you are thinking positive, you can send, okay, positive signals to your body, positive signals to your cells, and you can keep the cells healthy actually. Right? And if you are fearful, panic, stress, you send a negative message to the cell and automatically the cell rupture and the death of the cells happens in a higher number. Right? We will see that, okay, it's a nocebo effect. Before that, okay, I will discuss about placebo effect. Have anybody heard of placebo effect? Have you heard the term placebo? Anybody?
No, sir.
Okay. So placebo is a frequently used word, particularly in medicine. So placebo, what is placebo, right? See, if any drug, if they want to find out, okay, is this drug is effective for certain disease, right? If this drug is effective for tuberculosis, or is this drug is effective for COVID, or is the drug is effective for any other diseases, right? So they will conduct a lot of trials. Okay, by this time, okay, you would be familiar. Okay, you would be seeing this phase 2, phase 3 trials has been done for the vaccines and also for the drugs for the COVID. You would have all come across the newspapers and the media which has been publishing. So one of the tests is placebo trials. Okay, one of the tests they do is before administering to the mass, right, mass people, there will be one test called placebo trials. So what is this placebo trial is this? See, for example, we will take paracetamol. Okay, paracetamol. For what for paracetamol is given? What for paracetamol is given?
For fever.
Yes, for fever, to reduce the fever, okay, to reduce the pain or something, inflammation kind of thing, right? So paracetamol is given, and paracetamol should decrease the temperature. So that is the action of the methyl salicylic acid. That is the paracetamol. So paracetamol is the molecule which has to do its action. We'll say is we'll call it as pharmacological action. So before, okay, suppose you assume that paracetamol is still not a proven drug. It has to be proved in order to sell to more number of or mass number of people to administer. So they need to undergo a placebo trial. So what they will do is, for example, 100 patients, they will give paracetamol, the real paracetamol. Okay, they will select actually 200 patients. I'm saying an example. Okay, this will be in multiples. It will be in thousands and lakhs. Okay, the placebo trials will be in thousands and lakhs. It will be done. Actually, for easy understanding, I'm taking 100. So 200 patients, they will take it. They will screen who is having some pain or fever kind of thing, And for 100 patients, they will administer a drug which is consisting paracetamol, right? And another 100 patient, they will administer a placebo, right? What is placebo is? Placebo is it doesn't have any active ingredient. That means it doesn't do anything. It doesn't react with anything. It will be looking like a tablet at all, right? Okay, like a drug. Okay, paracetamol tablet, the same tablet kind of thing. It will be looking at, but it doesn't have any reactive material. When it goes inside the body, it will not do anything to you. Okay, it goes inside and it comes outside. That's all. It will not react to your body at all. So it is a certain inert substance. Inert substance is given. So that is the placebo drug. We call it as a placebo. And this placebo will be given to 100 patients, right? So 100 patients paracetamol, 100 patients placebo. And they will say that, okay, the drug is given and tomorrow you come and report, or after 2 days you come and report. Right? So when after 2 days, when people are coming, so they will ask, okay, whether the temperature is reduced, whether the pain is reduced or not. Right? So how many numbers do you expect that, okay, in each case, 100 is given. How many would have been got cured in placebo and in the case of drug? Any guesses? Any guesses? How many would have been cured of their symptoms?
At least 50%.
50% of what? Drug or placebo?
Drug.
Okay, in placebo?
20%.
Placebo how much?
50-50.
Okay, 25%, 50%, right, okay. Right. See, what would happen is, actually what should happen? Whoever the drug is given, at least it should, okay, act on 90 to 100% of the people, right? That's what we call the science, okay? 90 to 100% of the people, it should get active. So placebo, whenever it is given, it should act, nobody should have been cured. It should be a 0%. That is what is the ideal score should be, right? But actually it will not be like that, right? Placebo, around 37 or 38 or 40 people. I'm saying an average. Okay, this is the average placebo score of the world. 37 to 40% of the people would have been cured of, just a placebo tablet, right? You would have been seen, okay, they will come to die. Even now, okay, it is happening sometimes. It's only the doctors knows that very well, right? Sometimes only water is injected, okay? Additional water is injected inside a human being as an injection, and they will say that next day they'll come to the doctor and say, doctor, நேத்து ஒரு injection போட்டீங்களா? சாரி பவர்ஃபுல், எல்லாம் சரியாச்சு, ஒரு நைட்ல எல்லாம் சரியாச்சு அப்படிமா. But டாக்டருக்கு தான் தெரியும், okay, that is only a water has been given to, right? Sometimes, okay, that is, அப்ப அது என்ன அப்படின்னா, what is that placebo effect? எப்படி cure ஆயிருக்கும் சொல்லுங்க யாராவது?
Through the power of the mind.
Yes, absolutely. Mind. Doctor போயிருக்கோம். Doctor has seen, okay, he is a very famous specialist or a very famous doctor in the city, and I have gone and meet him. He has absolutely diagnosed me, and he has given me a powerful drug, and I have taken this drug, and it will cure. உங்க மைண்ட், சப்கான்சியஸ் மைண்ட்ல உள்ள போயிடுச்சு, ரைட்? So subconscious mind உள்ள போயிடுச்சு, நாளைக்கு காலைக்கு சரியாயிடும். That's all. Right? That is the placebo. You can ask any doctors, okay? The medical industry, okay, pharma industry, placebo trials எதுவும் வந்து cross பண்ணாதான் ஒரு drug வந்து effectiveனு சொல்லி they will declare. Right? Any country or for that matter WHO or anything, they will declare. If it is not successful in placebo effect, they will not declare at all. And a placebo வந்து 40% வரும். 40% of the people வந்து just like that, okay, it's a drug or no drug, they will get cured because of the mind of the power. But if the paracetamol to be effective, how many percentage it should be? It should be above the placebo, right? That is the logic. அதுவும் வந்து paracetamol 40% of the people தான் வந்து cure பண்ணிருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா, only 40% of the people it has been cured, then it is not a drug at all, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it should have cured more than 40% or to better, okay, if it is a very effective 70, 80% or 90% or 100% we are expecting. So that is what is the drug has to be cured. So 60, 70% then they will say that, okay, right, yes, this drug is effective against reducing your temperature, and also for the for pain and analgesic effects எல்லாமே வந்து இந்த drug இருக்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு they will declare, and it has passed the trials அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. That's what they will say. Or otherwise, okay, if some drug has been only got 40%, then they will say, okay, it's only placebo, it's a placebo effect of demand. So placebo effect is nothing but your power of mind. That is what I want to insist, the basic, okay, at least whatever the other I'm going to say or not, at least this time, this pandemic time, please understand this, right? The power is within you. The power lies within you. You have the power to cure many of the diseases, or you have the mind or the power that, okay, you can resist from many of the diseases. I'm not saying 100%, but a majority of that, right? You have that power, right? So this is called as placebo effect. Okay. Recently, you all would have been undergone, and in the article on the Times of India it has come. You would have all seen this. 90% of the Madhya Pradesh patients who got fake remdesivir beat COVID, right? So fake remdesivir is nothing but it's a placebo, right? It's only a sugar syrup eventually, and those who cheated, manufactured and cheated, they have accepted it's just a sugar. It's a sugar. It's a sugar mixed in water, and it has been given, and that has cured 90% of the COVID patients. It may be a placebo. Still, okay, still the research is going on, right? Still the research is going on. Still remdesivir is not across that, okay? But we don't have any other drug of choice as of now today. So because of that, okay, still remdesivir, we are having a hope on that. So this is the placebo effect. The opposite the opposite is nocebo effect. Okay, this is what is most important. The nocebo is the term which has been used by Bruce Lipton for the first time in this book. Before that, there was no term coined called nocebo. So Dr. Bruce Lipton coined the term nocebo. So what is nocebo means? Nocebo, okay, I'll say a typical example. Are you age of 45? Then whether your parents are having diabetes, then okay, if your parents are having diabetes, then you are highly risk of having diabetes. Be careful. That is nocebo, right? That is nocebo. That is creating a fear. That is just implanting a seed or a fear. So you will get it. Okay, your parents are having it, then okay, you are highly susceptible to get it. What Bruce Lipton says is, see, that is only a possibility. If your parents have it, okay, in gene, yes, gene can transfer, but that is only a possibility. It is not sure. It's not certain. Hope you all can understand what is the difference I'm saying it, okay? It's only a possibility. So whether to choose that possibility or not, it lies within your mind power, the power of mind. That's what Bruce Lipton says. That is where he is differing from the entire medical field, and that is why he got very famous in this book. He used to take a lot of seminars and seminars and 1 day, 2 day session about this in depth. He will take, okay, what are that you can do it. So he also used to take in Bangalore and Delhi. He has come to India and he has taken Dr. Bruce Lipton before the pandemic. Normally the charges would be like 1 lakh, 2 lakhs per day, per person has to pay, right? That is the charges he's charging. So it's a very effective. You need to understand. Okay, nocebo. The moment you get fear, oh, idu arkumo, right? Particularly, okay, they say the ladies, okay, about this year, you might be having a breast cancer, or you might be having this, that problem. The opposite, the house, your neighbor would say, no, idu irka abdin solite, or Google, okay, today nowadays, okay, Google la paathittu idu irkumo adu irkumo appdinu we keep on thinking that idu ellame vandu, see, analyzing, taking precautionary measure is not a problem, right? See, what even the medical field is saying, be precautionary, but only up to the level of precautionary. When it crosses in your mind, when your mind share is crossing beyond the precautionary measure, and it gets implanted and it creates a fear, it creates a panic, and particularly this time pandemic times, neighbor always 24 hours seeing the news channels and looking at the newspapers and everybody is talking about that. Every basic on the fear achana, that is nocebo effect. Actually, okay, right? Nocebo is nothing but your mind power. Your mind is acting against you. You need to understand, right? Your mind is acting against you. That is nocebo. That means it's okay. You want to live and you want to live healthily and for long life, but your mind plays a different ball game and your mind has changed against you. So villain வெளியில இல்ல, okay, villain நம்மளுக்குள்ளதான். Villain வந்து இந்த மைண்ட் தான். The mind வந்து the mind power வந்து நீங்க if you understand it and if you are able to use it to the fullest extent to favorably to you, then you can do wonders. You can do wonders. That's what is that is what I want to say very strongly in this session. A little fast I thought. The thought influences cells, right? So positive or negative thoughts, whatever it is, it will impact your cells. You would have feel something fear on the edo jittery on the you get okay palpitations or you sweat, okay, you start sweating and you go to the restroom, right? Your bowel, you get loose bowels and that kind of symptoms. It's all starts in thoughts. Your physical body is perfectly all right, but since your thoughts has gone haywire, then it disturbs the body also. So that is a strong connection between that. And in gene theory, genes and DNA are controlled by thoughts. That's also Dr. Bruce Lipton says that you can even modify your gene if you have the mind power. If you have the mind power, even you can change it. That is what in this area only he's taking the example of diabetes. If your parents are having, there is only a possibility. By the mind power, you can change it. So human body cells are affected by his or her positive or negative thoughts. Okay. So we will go to the next part of the presentation. The next part is you need to understand, okay, we have an aura, an energy body outside. What is aura? What is that? Endran padathula. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Aura, he talks a lot about aura and things. So aura is nothing but, okay, you have energy, right? Everybody is having energy. I'll ask you, right? One day you are doing fully physical activity. Physical activity one day. Another day you are doing mental activity. Right? You are doing mental activity. So which day you will get more tired? While the day you are doing physical activity or for the day you are doing mental activity? Which day?
Physical activity.
Physical activity appo nariya drain agum?
Oh, drain, sir.
Yeah, drain.
I thought more time. Oh, you get more drained during mental activity.
Yes, drain will happen, okay, while doing the mental activity. So a lot of the energy will get drained. Okay, hold on to this concept. We will discuss it further for the next slide. Before that, okay, I'll explain this. Okay, aura. So aura is nothing but we have energy, right? We are an energy being. Okay, energy நம்மளுக்குள்ள இருக்கு இல்லையா? காலையில வந்து தூங்கி எந்திரிச்சோன்னா சாப்பிட்டோன்னா we feel energetic. Right? And after some time, okay, after doing some activity, we feel drained. We feel tired. Right? So energy goes up. So energy is that. So when energy gets activated, okay, according to physics, when energy gets activated, that is the light forms. Correct? Huh? Oh, right? That's what physics says, right? When energy gets excited, when an energy particle gets excited, it forms light. So அதுதான் வந்து உங்களுக்கு நார்மலா வெளியில உள்ள external light. So likewise, our human body is also and has energy, and that energy is also constantly it is oozing out. It's all coming out of it. See, for example, அது வந்து நம்ம எனர்ஜி வந்து வெளியில வருதா இல்லையா அப்படின்னு வந்து பார்க்கணும் அப்படின்னு நினைச்சீங்கன்னா, just take your hands, right, like this. Hope you are able to see me. Okay. எல்லாரும் பார்க்க முடியுதானே? You just
Yes, sir.
You just rub your hands like this fastly or if you want, okay, you can tap your hands and and slightly, okay, you take apart. I'm not able to see you. Okay, so are you able to feel something in your hands? Just rub your palms, both the hands, and just slowly bring it, okay, back and forth, or like this. When you move are you feeling any sensations? Or tingling sensations, pulling, pushing sensations?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that you are feeling it, right? So that is actually the energy, right? Which is, okay, emanated from your body. So this energy is emanated continuously from your body. To understand, to be sensitive, then or otherwise, okay, it is continuously emanated from our body. When this, okay, energy is getting excited, it forms a kind of color, and this color is not visible to our normal eyes because we have a particular spectrum. இவ்வளவுதான் வந்து நம்ம கண்ணு பார்க்க முடியும் அந்த அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அந்த ஸ்பெக்ட்ரம், அந்த frequency is having. So இந்த இதோட ஸ்பெக்ட்ரம் வந்து இட்ஸ் பியாண்ட் அவர் ஐஸ் ஓட frequencyயோட இருக்கு. So we cannot see with the help of our eyes. But today, okay, cameras, technology is available. Trillion camera is available to take this auto photograph. Right? So you have an energy body, and we'll also see another law. Okay, it's a law, right? Law of conservation of energy. Energy cannot be created, nor can be destroyed. It can only be changed from one form to another. Albert Einstein, right? Albert Einstein says energy cannot be created, nor can be destroyed. It can be only changed from one form to another. If this is law, okay. Coming to our previous example, I asked you, okay, while are you doing a mind work, right? Mind work பண்ணும்போது, you say that your energy is drained. That is, you get tired and it goes out. So what is happening to that energy? Can anybody say? And the energy in a waste of the destroy ஆயிருதா? It cannot, right? Because the law says energy cannot be created nor can be destroyed. Right? So energy is not destroyed. If energy is not destroyed, then what is your mind energy? Right? Mind energy. Tamil வந்து மனோசக்தி அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். Okay, yoga and siddha, they will say manoshakti. So what is this mind power? This shakti does. என்ன ஆகுது அந்த சக்திக்கு? Any guesses? Anybody can say? What happens? Anybody? You think of something, right? எப்படி வந்து மைண்ட்ல வந்து எனர்ஜி ட்ரெயின் ஆகுது? See, for example, you would have all experienced this. Just, okay, in fine morning you get up, okay, you're all getting, okay, fresh up and you're energetic. Just go to a house, go to a room in your house, lock the door, and just sit simply and allow your mind to just wander. Allow your mind to wander here and there. Right? What will happen after 1 or 2 hours? Just keep on wandering. Don't do anything, okay, anything concentrated or anything. Just allow the mind to wander. Okay, your mind will keep on thinking this, that, this. What will happen after 1 or 2 hours?
We get confused, tired.
You will get more tired, right? You will get more tired than the normal days of 2 hours. Right? 2 hours, seriously you are doing some activity. What is the tiredness you are getting? It may be of 3 times or 5 times more when you are not doing anything, when you are not, okay, focusing on anything, when you are not concentrating on anything. Right? You simply allow your mind to just here and go there because it dashes and everything. The energy gets wasted. I'd say wasted. You are not using that energy. What is the energy is coming to you as mind power is you are wasting without, okay, concentrating on a act or a particular thing. You are not focusing on that. So the energy gets wasted. That means, okay, what happens is actually, say, even if you're thinking, that energy, energy changes into that form. whatever you're thinking, the energy changes into that form. And energy goes and does the activity or the action. Whatever you think, okay, you want to just lift, you're thinking that you want to lift the pen, right? Your energy goes there. I'm saying very, literally, I'm saying it. But this is what is happening. Your energy, you're thinking of something, so the energy goes and make the, actually in the universe, it creates that activity. Okay, that's the groundwork to do that activity. So that is the major one. Those who have a higher mind power, they'll be able to do a lot of things, right? They can do big things. Okay, that's why big people, many achieved people, they have very strong mind power. So with the mind, okay, they create that base, and after that, okay, physically going and doing activities only a follow up. Okay. But otherwise, okay, creating that in the mind and creating the scene of it is the major work. It has to be done. So,
Sir, is there any connection between manifestation and mind thinking, sir?
yes, absolutely. That is what I'm saying. Manifestation only, I'm saying. Just I want to use a simpler term. I don't know, getting interaction or getting whatever you think is manifested. It's manifested in the physical form. So it takes some amount of energy, and that energy, that mind power is giving that, right? See, for example, I'm saying it, like, sometimes, many get feared about driving a car. So you fear about driving, whether I will get into an accident or whether I will get into an accident. You keep on repeating in this mind, oh, whether I will get into an accident. And you take a car and go, what will happen? What will happen?
You'll end up in accident.
You'll end up in accident. Okay. You'll end up in an accident. So now accident, who has created this accident?
Us.
It is us. Our mind is created, right? The mind, with mind energy, that is what I'm saying. Your mind is acting against you when you're thinking negative. When you're thinking negative, your mano shakti, okay, mind power. So that is the energy cannot be destroyed. Okay, that is what the major thing you need to understand. If you're not understanding that, okay, it is very difficult to understand this concept. Okay, I'm trying to just give a summary of the big concept in a short period of time. So the major thing is the energy cannot be not destroyed. So whatever you are thinking, you are 100% responsible for that. Whatever you are thinking in your mind is 100% responsible. It will go on to the manifestation. Why certain times it is not manifesting? The major reason is for each activity it needs a certain amount of energy. Okay, certain units of energy. Until that units of energy you're giving it will not happen. Or what will happen is one time you think positive for one direction, and another side you think in an opposite direction. Both get, right? Both get
Nullified.
Yes, nullified. The act is the energy get nullified. It goes. So nowhere you're in the same place. One day you act, oh yes, I can do it, I will do like this. Next day you think, oh no, I am not capable of doing that. You think that, and that's all. Okay, that is also your energy, right? So this energy and that energy, so the manifestation will not happen, right? The manifestation will not progress, right? And you need to, this is also another one, okay, the quantum physics, okay. See, I'm talking this all with science. This is not any something pseudoscience or anything. Today it is science. Okay. Everything in life is vibration. What quantum physics says, there is no solid, there is no liquid, there is no gas. Right? There is no liquid, gas or no solid. So atoms are in a constant state of motion, and depending on the speed of these atoms, things appear. Okay, things appear as a solid, liquid or gas. Sound is also a vibration, so are your thoughts. Science is saying today. Okay. So thoughts is also your vibration. So everything, If everything in this world is a vibration and your thought is also a vibration, then if you got this point, you got it. The ultimate, okay, you got the point, you got the crux of it, right? The entire world is made up of vibration, right? I'm not saying it. Okay, this is the modern physics, quantum physics says that. So it is if the entire world is a vibration, and so are your thoughts. So your thoughts have vibration and it does its activity. Just a second. Okay. See, today you have cell phones. Okay. Still, those who are not understood, still, okay, one more explanation I will make it. Your cell phone, right? And you are sending a mail. Okay, today you have all the app. Okay, Gmail, or you send a message. You send all these things. So where it is? Is any wire is connected? A person in US or your person in Europe, okay, you are talking very clearly. The next second he is getting it, okay, whatever you're typing and sending it, it is going, okay, without any change. It's going and reaching. How it is reaching?
Through signals.
Through signals, right? Through signals. That is the communication. So this space is not an empty space. Okay. What is the space we call this? It's not an empty space. So through signals, okay, so every thought, likewise, see, you need a device to get a concentrated signal, to send a signal from one frequency to another frequency. You need a device. But your mind is a more efficient device than this device, okay? So your mind thoughts are like your emails and messages. Hereafter, please think of that. Every thought is it's like an SMS, or it's like a WhatsApp message, or it's like an email. So you're sending the vibrations of thoughts outside. Okay, it is not in your brain. You cannot catch hold of it, right? You don't have that no liberty to catch hold of it. It is opposite to the nature. Whatever you think in your mind, definitely 100% it will go outside to the universe and it will try to manifest. Right? So whatever you are thinking, that will go outside and start manifesting. And wherever it has to be there. Okay. So this is what is that you need to understand. So that's why, in our tradition they said, even thinking wrong about another person, or even thinking wrong is also wrong. It's also a big sin. Many, nowadays we say that, I only thought, but I didn't do it. But even thought has a small impact on the universe. It has the impact. See, many times, okay, we get intuition. We just think of a person. Suddenly that person comes on the call. Very long, you are not daily connected with that, or there is no any habit of calling that person on a particular time. Your old met friend, suddenly you have a very intense thought about him. Suddenly he is on a phone call. How many of you experienced? I think
So myself, I've
most
experienced many times, sir.
Most of you would have experienced.
Not only calls, whenever we think of something that I thought it would be better if you go and get this thing. So my husband would have bought the same thing that day.
Yes.
So my thoughts would have reached. It's not just a coincidence. It is the reality, I believe.
Absolutely. When you think of it, think intensely, it goes and reaches the other person. Only the wavelength should sync between the two person, or the wavelength should be sync between one person and or even a group of persons. Okay, that is also possible. So you may be able to get, okay, it's like TV channels. When you tune a channel, you get when you are tuned to one channel, you are able to listen to the news or the song or whatever it is being played. Likewise, if you are going to tune with a person, you will be able to get, okay, all the information. It's like that. So it is only, okay, there is always the message is passing, always the message is available, and you are getting connected to another person, and whatever the wrong thing, okay, it will also go and affect the other person. Priya, can I take another 10-15 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will say I want to say another couple of examples, share with a couple of examples. Okay, Pygmalion Effect, right? So Pygmalion Effect, what it is it's a story. Okay, it's a Greek story. There is a person called Pygmalion. Okay, he's a great sculptor. Okay, he's a great sculptor, right? So he sculpted the statues and Sirpi. Tamil சொன்னா Sirpi. Okay, so he sculpts statues, various statues and things. So once he was sculpting a lady, a beautiful lady. He was sculpting, and he was in such a thing. His heart and soul and everything. He fall in love with that lady. He fall in love with the lady, and entire his body and energies, everything is on the statue which he is building, and it happens to be a lady, and he falls in love with the lady, and finally he completes the statue. And while he's seeing, he says to the God that if God gives life to this lady, I would live with this lady happily forever in my life. So likewise he's saying, and the God gives that, okay, let it become true, and the lady comes to life, and both got married and they live happily. This is how the story ends, right? But okay, this is a story. Okay, this is a story, the Greek story. It's a very ancient, old story. But what is the message they want to say is, see, if you put in heart and soul, the entire your mind and everything into one, sincerely you're doing it, you're taking responsibility for that, even a statue will get a life. That is the kind of message. That means whatever the project you are doing and whatever the activity you are doing, and if you put your 100% inside, if you observe and you do it and your mind is 100% inside to that, okay, definitely it will give results. That is what is the Pygmalion Effect. And it is not only for you, it is also for the others. You can also influence the person around you. Okay, so how this has been proved, okay, this is even actually it has been proved by a experiment. It's not an experiment, actually it has happened. There was in Europe, this is some 150 years back, around 150 years back, there was a horse named Clever Hans. Okay, Clever Hans was the horse in Europe, middle Europe, I think so. And this horse, there was a peculiar story about this horse. Not story, it's a thing about a particular feature about it. What it is, if you go and ask any question to the horse, right? Any question, even you ask, okay, any mathematical questions, algebra, or some English grammar, whether it is right or wrong, okay, any subject in the world, okay, any subject in the world, you go and ask a question to that horse, the horse will answer. That means what the horse will answer is, it will answer yes or no. Okay, you need to ask the question, you need to frame the question in such a way, it's a dichotomous question. Okay, yes or no. Either it should be yes or no, right? So likewise, so you ask any question and you say, is this the answer, yes or no? Yes or no, you need to ask for each choice. So when it is come the yes, okay, when it is no, it will say no like that, it will nod its head like that. And if it is yes, okay, it will have a different type of saying yes. So everybody they said, okay, Clever Hans, it's a very clever a horse, and it is a knowledgeable horse, and any subject, okay, you ask, it answers. And this was very peculiar, and many psychologists start to come and visit this horse all over the world. Many psychologists came, and they were also wondering how this horse is able to answer it. Anything you answer a question, it answers. And finally, this psychologist, okay, Funst, Dr. Funst came and he did a few experiments, and he found out that what actually happens. He found out that when the same question is asked when he is standing in back of his horse, the horse is not able to answer. Okay, and also to a particular distance, when the person goes beyond a distance and he asks, the horse is not able to answer. And if the questioner who is questioning the horse doesn't know the answer, the horse also doesn't know the answer. Right? So this is what Funst identified this, and then they came to a conclusion that, see, horse is a very, very sensitive animal. Among all the animals, horse is very, very sensitive to human emotions or human thoughts, right? And when you think of something, you know the answer, right? This is right, this is no, you know it. And the horse senses it and it says that. Okay. That is what has actually happened. So that's what they said. Okay, something it is feeling. It's just getting some senses, some clues from the questioner through some type of at those times vibrations was not that. So they were not able to explain it very clearly, but now it is very clear, okay, what would have been happened is the horse sensed that, okay, what is the person is feeling, the opposite side, and based on the feeling, it just got the sense and it was answering. Right? So this was the thing. So why I'm saying is, see, your thoughts has the power and it can influence the other person also. And finally, I want to say a story here. The story of a king and a sandalwood seller. So there was a king, a particular town, for a particular samasthan. There was a king, and there was a sandalwood seller in the city, that samasthanam. So the sandalwood seller, those times, at the particular period of time when this incident happened, there was nobody to purchase this sandalwood because sandalwoods are costly, and that time, okay, the economy was not good. The economy was down. So since the economy was not good, okay, many people are not having money in their hand, and so they are not able to purchase the sandalwood. So the sandalwood seller doesn't had any like any money or so. He didn't have any sales, good sales. So since he didn't have any sales, okay, he was very much upset and was thinking how I will get money. Only one source is now left out. Okay, in this samasthan, only one person can purchase this sandalwood. Who will be able to purchase the sandalwood is only the Raja. And that too, Raja will not purchase the sandalwood now. Only when Raja is dead, okay, he will purchase the sandalwood. Right? Actually, the story, I'll say how the story went. The Raja came, okay, every day, okay, he will come to the samasthan, he will go and just visit all the places. So whenever he crosses the sandalwood seller, he got a thought that I want to kill this sandalwood, the owner of this shop. Always whenever he passed this shop, he got this thought. And Raja was very disturbed, and this Raja called his minister and said, see, I am getting this type of thought. I do not know why, but repeatedly I am getting this thought, but I am disturbed about this thought. Then the minister, said, okay, Raja, I will see what is it. So the minister just comes into the shop and he asks, and just he inquires about this, who is he, what is his background, and how is his business. And at that time he says that, business, he says, see, business is not going at all, business is not good. So nobody is there to purchase my, sandalwood. So only the possibility is only when Raja dies, the people may buy sandalwood. So that is the only opportunity I am left out. So he casually says this, shares with the minister. Now the minister has understood, now what has happened, right? And now what is this minister? Okay, minister is very intelligent. So what he does is, then he says, okay, Raja asked to, buy some sandalwood from you. So I have come here to buy some sandalwood from you. So you give some sandalwoods, and also he took a beautiful artwork of a sandalwood, and he purchased that. And that sandalwood seller was happy. Okay, before dying, Raja itself, okay, they are purchasing the sandalwood. And this minister went to the Raja and said that, so Raja, I went to the sandalwood seller and I inquired about it. Everything he said was okay and fine, and And he also gifted you. Okay, he said he has gifted you a small artwork of the sandalwood. He gave, and Raja was very happy, and Raja was feeling guilty. Oh, how bad I thought about I thought to kill a person. So what is this thought? It's very bad. He gifted me actually, but I want to kill him a person. What a thought. Then he said, okay, to reverse this thought, what I need to do is let him, okay, I give a lot of gold gifts. Okay, a lot of gold coins he gave in back for that artwork. So this seller got a lot of gold coins and he was very happy. And he also in turn felt guilty. Oh, Raja, how kind he was. Okay, he has understood my problem, and this time during tough time, okay, he gave me gold coins. So, but I thought to kill about this. So when Raja will die, I was waiting. So he felt guilty. So hope you would have understood the gist of the story, right? So whatever you think, okay, it will affect the another person. It will go and reach the another person. And this is the gist of the crux of the thing I want to say that. And actually, how you can improve your mind power, particularly the subconscious mind. I'll also talk about the subconscious mind. You have both, okay, two, conscious mind and subconscious mind. So conscious mind is critical thinking, logical thinking, short-term memory, willpower, right? And conscious mind tries to use the willpower and control. But subconscious mind is beliefs, right? It is creativity, emotions, feelings, habits, addictions, imagination. Subconscious mind is 90%. It has more power. You put it in something in your subconscious mind will find ways how to do it. You need not to worry about whether it is possible or not possible at all. Just put it inside your subconscious mind, then automatically your subconscious mind will take and work out for you. Right? And how to improve your subconscious mind? Okay, these are some of these steps. Okay, due to time constraint, I am not able to discuss it more. Meditation, Topukarnam, okay, in Tamil Nadu, Topukarnam podum before the Lord Ganesha, right? Likewise, okay, we used to sit in the squats. So that is Topukarnam. Fasting will also increase your mind power. Okay, willpower. Fasting will increase your willpower and also your mind power. That is very important. That is why in our tradition we had fasting. Yogasanas and pranayama. See, when you if you are able to control your breath, you will be able to control your mind. If both are under your control, you can do wonders, you can do miracles, you can do magics. This is what all the yogis and saints and jnanis in our tradition, they have done it. Just, okay, you control your breath. If your breath is in your control, okay, your thoughts, your mind will also be in control. If both are in your control, your entire life is in your control. So this is and this is not an overnight job, and it needs a strenuous practice. Mudras, okay, there are various mudras are there. Okay, by mudras also you can increase your mind. There are specific mudras to increase your mind power. Okay, or even you can stimulate your brain functioning. Silence also will increase your power. Okay, you don't speak anything. Maunavradam. They say, 1 day, 2 day, 10 day. 10 days in the Maunavradam try panni parunga, your mind will become very strong. You think something in your mind, okay, it will happen very fast. Right? And eliminate fear and negative self-talk. Very important in these days. Avoid frequent news surfing, news channels, okay, watching TV serials, right? None of the TV serials I've seen, okay, all the channels, none of the TV serials, okay, so positive scenes. All are negative, everything, right? Avoid, zero, okay, you put a rule, better put a rule in that, okay, no TV series at all. See, what these TV serials will do is, slowly, it will corrupt your mind and it will decrease your energy, subconscious mind. And particularly, what is this called? Recent, what is that called? This 100 days they do. What is the Kamal Hassan conducts, no?
Big boss, sir.
Big boss. That is also, I am not getting any positive energy or positive thing from that big boss. Okay. Zero, you just all avoid that, watching TV. Okay, TV should be okay. You should you should be very choosy. Playing games for long hours, that is also okay. By this time, okay, many students are getting got connected. Don't play games for long hours. It will dry up. It will dry up your brain. When it is dried up, you will not be able to think properly. It will create an imbalance in your body. Okay, I can talk no with length in this. What will happen? Okay, it will decrease your serotonin level. When your serotonin level is decreased, then automatically you become erratic, nervous breakdowns, and everything happens. Right? Dreaming and believing it, that should happen. You dream and you believe it. Yes, I can do it. Setting stable goals and powering it with burning desire. Stable goals. That means what I am saying, it's a long-term goal. Today you think one thing and tomorrow you think another thing, it will not happen. Your mind power, your mind power will not build up at all. It should be in a particular direction. It should be stable. Okay. Your goal should be stable in a particular direction. Then your mind power will increase. And not only just goal or dream, it is the power and burning desire to achieve it. Okay. Then only your energy will increase. Setting your surroundings with people and things that motivate to achieve your goals. And auto-suggestion, right? Affirmation, okay, they call it as affirmation, no? Affirmations, yes. Words have certain power. As I said, everything has a power. Even your thoughts have power, means then words have powers. So you say positive words and you say it, okay, auto-suggestion. Visualization. You visualize that as if you have achieved a thing. And increase your energy levels by doing yogasana, pranayama and things, okay. More the energy level, the faster you will achieve. Gratitude and disattachment. Gratitude is very important. That is thankfulness. Thankfulness for what you have now, today. See, in this condition, today in pandemic situation, I'm saying it, okay. Because, particularly yourselves, okay, we are coming to, working in hospitals, we are seeing everybody is seeing, okay, what is happening in the society. And today, if you are alive, okay, that itself is a very big thing, very big blessing. So think of that gratitude and the thankfulness, then you are open and artham. When you are not thankful, you are closed actually. Your mind is closed. Your mind power will not increase. Right? And disattachment. Again, you think of that, you keep on thinking of that and you are not disattached, that will also you are not achieve. You need to leave some space, right, to come to you. You think and then forget and get into action. But this one area, they will be very weak. They will not be able to getting disattached. And finally, taking action. It's not only thinking, dreaming, setting goals or planning. It is also finally taking action. So thank you.